Hola, clase. ¿Cómo están? Excelente. And welcome back. All right, Spanish 3. Your test is tomorrow, and it covers a lot of things. It covers verbs 1 through 40. It also covers all of those infinitive expressions and even those little prepositional expressions as well, prepositional phrases, okay? Infinitive phrases and prepositional phrases. You have everything you need on those two sheets that I gave you. It's all on Google Classroom as well. And most of you will have gotten a paper copy by the time you see this anyway. So, just to tell you, here is what the format is going to be. On Thursday, during your class time, I am going to do a live session. It's going to be face cams on Google Meet, and I am going to read you sentences, 25 of them, one at a time, and you have to translate the sentence that I say out loud. Okay? So, face cam on, you're doing it on paper, and you'll have a short time to answer each one, sometime I would say between 20 and 30 seconds. And then I want you to take a picture of your piece of paper and turn that in before you hang up the call, or at least right after. Okay? So that's what to expect. And we're going to practice some today as well. Okay, so let's just start at the beginning. And here we go. All right, so here's your warm up. All right, first one. Okay, clase, por favor, saquen papel y practiquen. Pause the video now. And you really want to do this one. Okay, we should open the door. Debemos abrir la puerta. He just ate. Acaba de comer. I try to study every day. Trato de estudiar todos los días. Do you feel like drawing? ¿Tienes ganas de dibujar? He begins to work at 5 o'clock. He begins working is what I'm going for, but I wanted to kind of guide you a little bit. Empieza a trabajar a las 5. I decorate before eating, says a really weird person. Decoro antes de comer. Or you can say like yo decoro if you want to. And there we go. So if you can do this kind of stuff, and here's the key, from memory, then you're on your way. All right? Now I've gone over all the other phrases. I'm going to go back over the second group that I gave you. All right, so here we are. And again, all of these have an infinitive after this verb. So first one, deber means should. Debemos comer. We should eat. Empezar or comenzar means to begin. Salimos cuando empezó a llover. We left when it began to rain. This could also be something like, let's see, um, like if you want to say, we'll start studying at 5. A las 5 empezamos a estudiar. That would work. Kind of a simplified sentence, but not too bad. Okay, aprender a is to learn how to do something. En la clase de español, aprendemos a hablar. In Spanish class, we learn to talk. Gustar. Now, I'll tell you what I told you yesterday. For this test, since there are so many extra things on here, only expect me gusta. We will get to the other ones, but not now. Okay, so gustar is to like. So, me gusta dormir. I like to sleep. Nos gusta correr. We like to run. Saber is to know how to do something. Yo sé tocar la guitarra. I know how to play the guitar. Notice in all of these, you have the R on that verb. Tocar, ganar, trabajar. Okay? Next one. Tratar de is to try to. Tratamos de ganar el campeonato. We try to win the championship. We always try. Dejar de is to stop doing something. Si tiene hambre, Carla deja de trabajar. If she's hungry, Carla stops working. Gozar de, to enjoy. Gozamos de jugar en putt-putt. We like playing at putt-putt. Again, if you said nos gusta, it's the same thing. Either way, you like it. All right, now antes de, después de, we covered on your other sheet. And then you have para, which is crazy common. It's all over the place in Spanish. Hold on, make sure we're doing the right thing. Still recording? Yes, okay. Para means in order to. Para tener energía, hay que dormir. In order to have energy, one has to sleep. Al means upon. Al entrar en la casa, Juan vio la araña. Upon entering the house, Juan saw the spider. Al entrar. So as you can see, entrar can mean entering instead of just to enter. Okay? All right. Now we're going to do some practice test questions to help you kind of visualize and get ready and all. So get ready. So imagine this is tomorrow. Your face cam is on. You got a piece of paper on your desk in front of you and no notes. That's the whole point. It's like any other test. Don't use your notes. You can't. That's cheating. Yes, it's cheating. Okay. So get ready. I'm going to say this in English and you write the sentence in Espanol. All right. First one. I have to buy bread. I have to buy bread. And look up when you're ready to check. And there it is. Tengo que comprar pan. Notice in every single one of these, I'm going to tell you straight up, in every answer on here, you're going to have an infinitive. All right, now what are those? And again, like I said, somewhere between 20 and 30 seconds, I'll give you to write your sentence. All right, we want to sleep. We want to sleep. Okay, look up when you're ready to check. All right, this one is either queremos or deseamos dormir. We want, we desire to sleep. All right, and the last one, this one's going to be longer. In order to have money, one has to work. Or in other words, in order to have money, it's necessary to work. So I'll give you the first half first. In order to have money, go ahead and write that part. Okay, so there it is. Para tener dinero, in order to have money. And the second part, there's really a couple ways you could word this. You could say one has to work, or it is necessary to work. One has to work. It is necessary to work. Okay? Para tener dinero, hay que trabajar. Or, es necesario trabajar. Or maybe even if you were telling someone personally, like you want to tell your friend you need to work, necesitas trabajar. Okay? Para tener dinero, necesitas trabajar. That's the only way it's going to happen, buddy. Okay? So, that is what the test will be like. And I'll try to make them not terribly long sentences. But as you can see, you're not going to have a lot of time. So, you want to be able to get to it. You need to access it from your brain. Okay, so I'm going to go over the sheet that we did yesterday. So again, here is your notes. That was your first notes with all the expressions. And then page 2, this is where we wrote our answers to these questions, okay? So, it says using infinitive phrases, write the following en español in full sentences. Whenever I say that, it means I want to see verbs. All right, say three things you would rather be doing right now using three different expressions. Prefiero dormir. Quiero comer. And tengo ganas de mirar televisión. I prefer to sleep. I want to eat. I feel like watching TV. Right? I think we can all agree on these three things instead of doing a worksheet. But here we are. All right, two things you anticipate doing in the future. Pienso viajar a California. I plan to travel to California. Quiero estudiar en Nueva York. I want to study in New York. And there are many ways to say these things. You could even tell me this. Voy a, right? Voy a correr en Chicago. I'm going to run in Chicago. Let's say Boston for the Boston Marathon. That's a famous one. Voy a correr in Boston. All right, tell me what you do before and after eating. So you would say, antes de comer, I don't know, corro. Después de comer, duermo. Give a piece of advice. Hay que estudiar para sacar buenas notas. One has to study in order to get good grades. Or something much more simple, you could say this. Señor Coward, debes correr. You should run, my friend. Debes correr. Tell me something you just did. I saw some really good answers on this one in class. People said things like, acabo de contestar una pregunta. I just answered a question. Acabo de escribir. I just wrote. Okay. Something you have to do every day. Tengo que ir a escuela. Every day I have to go to school. Not on weekends, fortunately. All right, what can and can you not do? For me, it would be puedo dibujar and no puedo tocar la guitarra. And there it is. Okay, now in the live class today, we're going to do a Quizlet Live. We're going to write some interview questions, all that sort of thing, which you could do if you want to practice. It's basically writing questions, but we've already done it, so you don't really have to worry about it. We're going to have conversation time, etc. Now, for you guys, what I want you to do is I want you to write down. This is not to turn in. It's just a practice. Okay, just you practicing because it's good for you. It's like your vegetables. Eat your veggies, kids. I want you to write 3 very creative sentences with okay, write 3 very creative sentences with infinitive phrases and our verbs 1 through 40. For example, I came up with kind of a funny one. Mi papá tiene que barrer el perro. All right, see if you can figure out what that says. Mi papá tiene que barrer el perro. That one says, my dad has to sweep the dog. That's a dusty dog. Okay, so besides that, there's one last thing that I'm going to do while I'm here, and then I'm just going to leave you to study because y'all need your time to study. Okay, I'm going to give you 3 kind of good challenge sentences, and then we'll be done, okay? So the first two are very straightforward. And the third one, I'm really kind of stacking these up. They try to stop needing chocolate. Chocolate in Spanish is simply chocolate. All right, so give this a quick try. Pause the video here. Okay, so here you go. In order to run, para correr necesito zapatos de Nike. Nike, if you didn't know, is the name of the Greek goddess of victory. We enjoy camping and dancing. Now, before you erase, hold on. Okay, we enjoy camping and dancing. Gozamos de acampar y bailar, or nos gusta acampar y bailar. Even if you said preferimos acampar y bailar, it wouldn't necessarily be wrong, but I do want it closer than that. Okay, and the last one. They try to stop needing chocolate. Whew, here we go. Tratan de dejar de necesitar chocolate. That is not an everyday sentence, I can tell you from experience, but it is good for a little brain scratch. See if you can do it. All right, so I'm going to give you the rest of the time to study. All right, so I'm going to jump back to me, back in the cow field with my buddy over here. We'll have to give him a name at some point. All right, so study words, be good, spend time with it, know every one of them. If there's one that you don't know, circle it, spend twice as long on it. Dirty up that paper. Learning is a messy process. Check X, check X. I need to spend more time, and you'll get it. All right, I will see you next time. Get ready for Thursday. Adios.